Okay, so I'm very glad to welcome our colleagues from Norway, Terje Kato, Stangeland, yes, and Tronsmo.
That's right.
And they both are working for Norwegian Directorate for Education and Training. And this is your first visit to European Policy Network on School Leadership. So my first question is about your expectations. So you joined this network, so what do you expect participating at this conference, and what do you expect to learn from this network?
I think it's always something you can learn from others. I think the education sector is too much in the own circle. So bringing bridges between sectors and between countries and between academia and practitioners and authorities, it's always a good thing.
I agree with Per, and in addition, I read about the network before the conference, and we need a place to meet other policymakers, discussion on the national level. Very often in such networks we meet academia, universities, but we have few places to discuss policy makings, more on the national level, to the big lines and so on. So for me it was interesting to meet other countries, as Per said, and also colleagues from other countries.
So
I have been in some OECD projects, so we wondered why is the European Union interested in these things, and maybe it's closer to the politicians, because that's a more political organization than OECD.
So, and you probably, as you were a little bit interested in this network before this meeting, so you know that there are certain priorities for this network. It's not only general about school leadership. It is interested in school autonomy, it is interested in school accountability, in distributed or shared leadership, in training of school leaders, and you are presenting your experience and everything in this context of equity and learning. So, and you were telling about your context at the moment. So, and here are these priorities. So, which of these priorities are like most in line with the context of your countries, which you find most urgent for your educational context?
Everything is very relevant.
I would also say everything is relevant, more or less.
Because the background here, I think, is a decentralized education sector. Then questions about school autonomy and accountability is very relevant. But,
so you were telling that so as many countries are striving for more distributed leadership, and you were telling that you have too much of distributed leadership. So could you make some comment about it?
I think it's our history and tradition. So partly we have been ruled, as I said, by Danish and Swedish kings for several hundred years. So we have much training in fighting against authorities. And as you know, we voted 2 times against being member of European Union.
Yes.
And all the powerful people in Norway, the Prime Minister and everybody said to the people, you should vote yes. And the people voted no 2 times. Maybe because the powerful people that said yes, they said no, because there are many anarchists in Norway.
So probably it's a very different notion of leadership. Who is the leader? How do we understand the leader?
But of course, the distributed leadership is important, but we have to make it work better. So we have perhaps different challenges with this issue, but it's important for us as well. But we have different challenges than as other countries because of history.
Yeah. And of course, distributed leadership is very important. So what I actually say is that collective leadership is not a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
There are too much collective leadership
Mm-hmm.
and lack of leadership in a way.
Yeah. And it's also to do with the autonomy, partly. The school autonomy and autonomy of the teachers and so on. So we have discussions about that, how
To this network, actually I was in Cyprus on the first meeting in this network before it actually started. And we have many other things to do, so we dropped out of it then. I think you have come much further, so now there's interesting things going on here.
Yes, I also feel similar. So you had already a lot of different case studies and sharing of different experiences. So maybe you've got some concrete ideas what you would like to bring home to your context, which you found most relevant to your context.
One possible idea is to cooperate closely with Denmark and Sweden and Finland. Many people from other countries, they look to Scandinavia and say,
yes, and learn from Scandinavia.
Isn't that something special? Don't you have something in common? Maybe we can learn from it. So that's a possible idea.
And also we have perhaps some of the same values. We share a lot of values, and we also have some of the same challenges in our school system, the dropout and different challenges. So I think if we could incorporate on all the national level, even more than we already do, we could benefit from that, all the countries. And perhaps this is a place where we could get connected and could share what we can learn from each other.
And I think I think the cultural differences are very big. So when for instance in the OECD you compare PISA results and learn from each other, I think we should pay cultural differences more attention. It's very far from France, for instance, to Norway.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so thank you very much,
Yes.
and I wish you all the best,
Yes.
and that this network will help, to get more new experiences, more new contacts, and it would improve what all of us were doing for the sake of our students.
Thank you.